So here we are again. It's 1 and 1, which makes 2, which is both of us. We don't have a subject today. Today's subject is let's just go out, ride, do whatever.
Yeah, have a good time.
You will see the result of whatever. So, but I will ask that a question today. So people might wonder, they might not wonder, they might not even care, but it's not important. So Ted, what board do you ride and why?
Okay, I'm riding a new board this year. It's a LibTech. And I got this because it sounds, the review sounded as if it would be a little stiffer on wide open groomers, so I wouldn't get chatter, which is something that happens with my older board and a more flexible. It's got a magnetraction edge, which means it has these little bumps in it, so it's supposed to work like a serrated knife as I try to do my edging. It's been a bit more responsive that way, and it is it's rocker under my feet, so it pops, it jumps up easier. It's kind of, as I spread it down and I release weight on it, it pops me up. It helps.
That's a lot of information.
What else you want to know?
Nothing. Nothing.
I'm having fun with it.
Okay.
I got new boots, they're stiffer, and I'm having difficulties making turns at the moment.
All right.
Because it
So
overdoes it.
no big deal. So basically, I'm on a Rossi with standard camber, 60% camber underfoot, and rocker in nose and tail. It's a twin type board, and whatever. So I would have got a shot of those guys. Twin board, and it doesn't have a short tail. I got the same amount of nose and tail. It's pretty traditional in that respect. Ted and I are not real big fans of the short tails on the new boards and leaning back and elongating the front leg. So basically, and I'm going to quote Avern from Angry Snowboarder, who said, "Get a board, learn to ride it." The industry is basically pushing things around to try to make everything easier for everybody, but kind of taking them out of what we would consider an overall balanced stance between the front leg and the back. So we're going to shoot some shots out here and just let you see what we do. Occasionally we fall, as you saw in the last couple of videos. I'm going to turn the camera around right now and look at the powder area. And you can see that there's a lot of undulation out here. Medium radius turns with pressure showing that the turn was equal, is pushed out more to center of that ellipticalness, and then reducing at transition points, both on toe and heel. And these tracks that we're looking at are where Ted and I just came down. So tracks in the snow tell us where we put pressure on the board at the start of the turn and through the turn. And these tracks here, I'm not going to brag, but they're not bad. They're not bad at all. They're not bad.
No,
what you normally will see on tracks is not the ellipticalness, but a lot of push at the bottom of the turn prior to transition. Because when people are starting out boarding, the turns are more braking in nature and less carving or controlled skidding. All right? Cool. You guys have seen some good tracks here. Hope that ties into your thought process. We will next in the attempt to do some skidded turns and some more controlled turns. Out. We're taking the turn shapes that we showed you in the snow there earlier, and we're going to basically discuss them. That long radius turns obviously are a form of control through a long count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, etc. Notice the snowboard follows tip to tail through these turns, and it doesn't slide out and away from the turn shape. And that's what we were demonstrating in the previous clip. Ted is crossing across the board both heel and toe, and then riding that side cut and then following right through with motion. Here are some skidded turns where I'm pushing the tail out a little bit more, so the tail does displace. Those are short radius turns with a little more braking, and they are closer together, but there's no speed increase there. So as we move along, those are very short and not anything with braking there, just edge to edge to edge as the knees roll across. Boom. I'll end up going into long radius turns here in a minute. and just realize that following your track tip to tail is a good thing. I hope you guys like this video. Make some comments, ask some questions. We need questions in order to lead you down the road and to help us help you. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. See you next time.